exactly we I have been doing is that once the entire information has been analyzed and getting given into the dashboards, from the dashboards insights, it's been fed into the chatbot, but not directly. So what exactly we I have been doing is that I have maintained a privacy layer so that the entire data has been like whatever recent message I've been getting. So this has been encrypted and given to the chatbot in such a way that maintaining the user's privacy as the first uh, priority, and then getting into the next ones. So it'll decrypt again and treat it as the normal messages, normal data, and that's when it interacts with the user. So I have given few API calls, and this is my main chat service where it's orchestrates accordingly. I've of course given few API call limits and such, and also trained the chatbot to be because our target audience is teenagers and youth and freelancers. So I have keeping the chatbot style, prompt style, and language to be a little friendly. Uh, yeah. So, like I've said, the function calling is the huge privacy layer which I have integrated over here. So, whenever there is a transaction flagged, considering this, so from the Amazon, so it will be scored into this way. And like according to that, we will get it changed. And also, it's conversation adapting. So, based on the intent, I've also put some guardrails in such a way that you can only talk about your finances and mainly not about anything, but only about your particular transaction finances. I have put all those guardrails set because we cannot give any suggestions for investment or anything, at least for now. And this is my core entities API. I have mentioned all the entities which I have used, my process creator, my IDs, and I have used my Swagger docs to test my backend APIs. And this is something how it looks like. So I have had I've used the post get for the clerk management and post that the user has to either upload or use the sample data. So use the get and post over here. And then the transaction management, it will be receiving from the session management. And once that's done, here the transactions and the transformations happen, and that is being fed to the categorization. Here it will be displayed on the dashboards, and before that, the anomaly detection is happening, and then it will be given to the dashboard. And similarly, even the insight generation, recurring charge detection, all of these later, these will be fed to the chatbot. And like I've mentioned, the cherry on the top, last one, the fortune cookie. And based on the insights and the chatbot, this is where the fortune cookie comes into the place. Even I've integrated with along with the chatbot. And few additional consideration. This is my uh, ERD diagram, I would say, the schemas which I have considered for everything. For example, we can talk about a category, how I'm considering as a category. So the schema would be like the name of the category, and I have assigned few color codes for it. And what patterns does it follow? And does it have any parent category, or if it's just a category for itself, or is it any custom? So similarly, I have given all the details over here. And moving on to the next, we have the overall architecture view, which we have just taken a look. So a simple flow would be the user logs in through the and the entire application, like I've said, the front end and the back end together has been deployed on Google Cloud platform. The user logs into the clerk authorization and gets to the website where he can get the access to the once he logs in, he'll just upload the user data, and that's where he gets the chatbot along with the dashboard. And what happens in the behind scenes is that the chatbot, like I've mentioned, it will get the data from the dashboards, and all of these are stored in the SQLite. For the LLM source, I have used OpenAI, and this is the ML model which we are using if there depends on the data size. So these are the I have followed three tier microservice architecture. Though the first would be the front end layer, the back end layer, and the data layer, and all of it has been hosted on the GCP. So a little walkthrough of my application, which we will be doing it in live. So yeah, this is a little about the walkthrough. And let's just quickly log in. So for the personalization, so I can either use the sample data, which I've just put it as an option for a quick analysis, and I can also use a test data. So I'll be using a test data over here because it's small in size and I can get hang of it easily, I would say. So it just so this is how my Swagger Docs looks like. This is how I was testing, and we have all of my schemas of whatever I have considered for the goal response, for the spending summary and such. So yeah, this is how the Dinera looks like. Like I said, we'll just get few notifications of the top insights, and this is where the chatbot is the spending categories. And because this particular data set, it's a small data set, so this will be calculated using the rules rather than the ML model. And there were few category, I know, like unusual transactions detected. We'll take a look on it. And this is where the spending category it has been split. And the anomalies, like you said, so it just detects based on the occurring patterns, I would say. And these are the insights where it clearly mentions, like, okay, what is this and why does this matter, if it's usual or unusual and such. And coming to the fortune cookie, which I was mentioning about, it depends, like, okay, my net worth is basically 5,349 in this particular. So four anomalies detected, scrutinized, and savings for the unshadow. So these are like few quirky ones, I would say. Okay, let's ask about for unusual transactions. Sure. Okay. Uh, Give me my shopping spending. Okay, so it mentions that the largest one was my Amazon order and the other one. So this is how I can maintain a conversation across it. And in short, this is a little of my application, which I had a time of 2 days for the Palo Alto hackathon. Thank you so much for the opportunity. So my future expansions more would be considering this is a very huge privacy related sector where we have to maintain the data breaching as our data breaching concerns are